Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Car Mechanic Simulator 21. We're repairing this, well, rust bucket of a van, which the guy said that he only wants to, you know, just get tuned up because, well, there's a bit of stuff wrong, and yeah, this thing pretty much needs a giant, complete rebuild of the entire bloody engine. So there you go. It's quite nice. All right, so we can, from down here, we can just put in the new crankshaft bearings because, well, the rest of the stuff will need to be done from up there. Someone suggested I should probably get the engine crane, which means, makes the engine rebuilds a lot easier and faster, I suppose. So we'll probably be doing that. All right, let's also put the flywheel together and all the other stuff. What is the minimum? It's 58%, but I don't think clutch plate. I don't think the flywheel was one of them. See, in situations like this, yeah, see, the flywheel is not part of it. You just want to just click on all the little stars and make sure that, you know, you do what the game wants you to do. I'm not gonna rant about it because I've ranted about it practically in every episode. You know my thoughts on this, and I do wish. So the only problem is because now, you know, I fear that I'm gonna miss one single thing here and then have to put everything. I mean, take everything apart again. And the really annoying thing is when you put a star on there, the item is still indicated in the game, even if you put the new stuff on. So, you know, instead of going off, it's kind of annoying. So no, that's fine. So yeah, ignore me. Just, you know, I wish the developers changed this system. It would be a lot nicer, I feel, but there you go. What can you do? I still want a V8 in my life. That's for damn sure. I want a V8. And come to think of it, I've only driven a V8, I think 3 times in my life. One was a like 68 Corvette or something. Man, that thing was interesting in the corners. I fully understood what they meant, that muscle cars were not meant for cornering. Yeah, the first time I actually experienced a car wobbling all over the place. Although, to be completely fair to the car, it did have its cross brace in the engine bay removed because it was being worked on. But they said, you know, it's fine, you can just take it out, it's not a problem. Let's see. No, that's fine. Alright, let's drop the car for now. Then so that was nice. That, you know, that was a really big V8. Despite the fact that the annoying thing was it had the fan, like I said before, mounted directly. I mean, driven directly by the. Oh shoot! See, this is what we have to check now. Exactly which cylinder. I mean, which piston did it want us to change? So all the piston rings, I guess. But which pistons exactly? Because if we put 100% here, see, this is not gonna work. We have to put these 3. So if I put this 60% in, the minimum is 58, so that I don't think is going to count. No, it does count. Okay, so I guess it just has to be above the certain level. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Let me just double check so we don't do a major mistake. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the it had the fan connected directly. I mean, driven directly by a, I think, fan. Oh, see, despite the fact that it's 58, that's fine. That piston, even though it was below 58%. Or was it the crankshaft? I'm not sure. Piston with Conroy. We need a piston. Oh yeah, I should have just done this. Pressed T. Which of course meant that as soon as you pressed the gas pedal and the engine burbled to life with with just above idle RPM, instead of actually hearing the wonderful burble, you just heard the fan spin up, and it completely overpowered the sound of the engine unless you actually gunned it. The other problem was that the fan belt itself was quite squeaky, or maybe one of the other belts was quite squeaky, so every time you press the gas pedal more considerably, it decided to squeak really loudly, further drowning out the wonderful burble of a V8. So that was quite annoying. The second time I drove a V8, I think was an old Mercedes SL. No, what was it? I can't remember now. I think it was like what was it, like a 70s Mercedes? I don't know. I can't remember quite so well, but yeah, that was a V8 as well. But of course, that wasn't much of such a wonderful experience engine related, because of course it was very quiet and refined and so on, unlike the Corvette. And then the third time it was also a Porsche Panamera. That had a quite nice burble, but unfortunately that was just on a test track and for a pretty short amount of time. And it wasn't really about acceleration and such. We were driving over a hydraulic plate in the ground, which meant that as soon as it detected that you were over the plate with your rear wheels, it would violently throw you to left or the right. It was randomized, and the surface of the test track was sprayed with water, so it was all slippery. And the whole idea was to try and learn how to correct a car that suddenly lost its rear, like that. It was quite fun. Yeah, that was also a nice V8. And I do have to say, despite the fact that I'm not a huge fan of that car, it has quite a nice V8. Nice sounding V8, that is. I'm gonna be pissed if I put all of this together and this one of the things that we really needed to change here. Like these rollers, for example. But I think if they were to be changed, they would be much more damaged than this. Okay, so there's the belt. How does this guy afford this? I mean, he's got a rusty old van, and this is pretty much a complete engine rebuild that we're doing here. I don't know. All right, let's see. That's everything good. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Rocker arms. Yep, and rod calves. That's on the bottom. Spark plugs, push rods. Yeah, okay. So that's everything's gonna be good. We didn't miss anything. That's excellent. All right, so let's put the push rods in there. Push the push rods. But yeah, I think that was the only times I've driven a V8, and none of them were for overly long. The Corvette was the longest. I had it for like a whole day and could drive it around. Of course, I returned it to the owner fully fueled up, which made me realize why we don't drive V8s over here in Europe. That was, oof. I think I've done like 300 kilometers or something, and had to pay, what, for a full fuel tank? I can't remember how much it was, like 80 euros or something. It's like $100 back then for one tank. And yeah, that Corvette drank fuel like a mofo. It was ridiculous. It was still worth it. It was a lot of fun. But holy moly. Okay, there we go. Let's put the spark plugs here in. Otherwise we'll forget on this side. Very strange arrangement of spark plugs, that's for sure. They go at an angle. Alright, so let's go to the other side. and do this. And then when we put the spark plugs in here as well, we'll be able to, of course, put the ignition wires on. So yeah, and then mostly I've driven also a lot of, well, not a lot of inline sixes, but some of them, and a couple of V6s, mainly from Audi. Very nice engines. I do like V6 engines, also inline sixes. Although for those, I do prefer diesels for inline six engines. The big American pickup truck diesels, even though I've never driven one, but I really like the sound of those. I did drive a Volkswagen Amarok pickup, which had a V6 diesel from Audi. That was quite nice. It was surprisingly fast, that thing. But yeah, when I take over the world, the minimum size of an engine in a car will be 5 liters, and the minimum amount of cylinders will be 8. No ifs or buts about it. There you go. There. So everyone will be able to really enjoy their drive. Also, there will be another thing. There will be sensors in the car. And if you pick up your phone and you start browsing whatever, Facebook and Twitter and all the other stuff on it, the car will suddenly have full acceleration. No questions about it. It'll just fully accelerate until you put the phone down. So, you know, if you want to use your phone while driving, well, you're gonna have some extra fun with it. Okay, what else? We have to refill all the fluids, but let's see if we've done everything here. Rocker arms. What the hell? Ah, see, this is the problem now. 2 of them I need to actually replace. See, that's the really annoying thing. Because those ones, despite the fact that they were not, I think, below... We'll see. Below the minimum requirements. So these 2. Oh, they were. Okay, 52. And 57. Okay. I don't think I can repair these. So let's buy them. Dos. Por favor. Okay. There we go. Let's add the new ones. There we go. Now that should do it. Wait a second. Did the stars go away? I mean, did the... Huh. Look at that. So the stars... No, they didn't go away. Of course not. That'd be too much to ask, wouldn't it? I do hate that. The stars should go away. Then that would be actually sort of useful. And rod caps on the bottoms. Spark plug as well. Valve pusher. For frick's sake. See, this is exactly what I was afraid of. This is exactly what I was afraid of. So annoying. This system sucks, I do have to say. I do like this game. A lot of fun. Very relaxing. Chill out, but this is just stupid. Because someone said that they just take all of it apart every time. And that's fine for, you know, if you're playing the game yourself. Is it? No, that one. That's fine if you're playing the game yourself. You can take your sweet time. But, you know, when I'm recording this stuff, I don't think everyone wants to see me take apart the entire engine every time. I mean, you know, not that many people are watching this as is. So I think that would be even worse. This is just a very, very sort of lazy way of giving you gameplay, I feel. They could have done so many interesting things with this. Let the player actually do stuff. But hey, I'm ranting again. I know. Oh yeah, we have to go to the electronics shop because, you know, electricity. Alright, get rid of that. Oh yeah, press escape. Still, despite all the patches, they still haven't done that. Still have to use F and escape and tab sometimes to get out of various menus. It's just confusing. Oh dear. I do really wonder how that is still in the game. How they haven't fixed that. Okay, let's get rid of all this stuff so it doesn't bother us. So it's just on the bottom, change oil and brake fluid and all that other stuff. So I suppose we can do that. No, we'll do that afterwards. Let's lift the car. Everything else is in place. We just have to put the caps in and then the oil pan. Right. There's the rod caps. Shiny new things. Lovely. It's kind of interesting now that I'm doing this. I remember a couple of years ago, I watched a couple of videos of someone that went to the US, I think, bought an old Volkswagen van there, one of those, you know, hippie vans, and then he drove it around, you know, sightseeing. And he basically converted it to like an RV. But the thing is, that engine had some major issues. And at one point, he stopped in the middle of the road. Well, on the side of the road. And he actually pulled the entire engine off and rebuilt it. Because he said he's had enough of the problems. And he actually rebuilt the entire damn engine right there. This is ridiculous. But if you think that's ridiculous, that he just rebuilt the engine in like a makeshift camp somewhere, he actually did it 2 more times. I kid you not. I can't remember what the channel was, but he rebuilt that engine 2 more times because he obviously wasn't a mechanic and he had to learn, you know, this and that. And the first 2 times he didn't fix, oops, no, wait. He didn't fix, I think we've already pulled all the fluid out of this stuff, right? Yeah. He didn't fix the stuff that was wrong, or maybe he did something wrong. Anyway, I think the 3rd time I actually did it, he replaced quite a bit of stuff. But that's just ridiculous to me. I mean, if you were to say to me, okay, you have to take this car and then stop in the middle somewhere in the wilderness, and then you have to pull the engine and you have to completely rebuild it. I would, you know, I know it's not a modern engine and it's reasonably easily accessible in that old Volkswagen, you know, compared to modern engines. But I would still say, are you insane? How the hell am I supposed to do that? But to say that he did it 3 times? I can't remember. Was it 3 times or was it like 4 or 5 times? It was such a ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous number. It was just, I got, you know, I got sort of enamored with it all. Okay, so just the oil needs to be added now. It was just crazy how the guy did that. I think he actually drove it down to Mexico as well. And then also did rebuilds there. I mean, holy moly. Alright, I think we are done with this scrap heap. Yep, finish the order. There's a clip B missing from car. Oh god. I'm thinking it's this. Is it this? Or clip B can only be like on... But this doesn't use clips. What would use the clips? The where's the fuse box? Oh, there's a fuse box. But it doesn't really seem to use any clips. What the heck? Okay, well, what's gonna use clips? Fuse box, air filters, but this doesn't use clips. Alright, we're just gonna have to do this now. I don't see anything changing here. Okay, let's try it like this. Oh, alright, that's there. That must be something tiny. What is that thing, actually? That looks interesting. Clips. What the hell? Clips? Where clip be? What are these clips supposed to be? So let's see, when have we... There they are. Ignition wires. Ah, distributor cap. See? When we took the distributor cap off. Okay. I forgot we were working on a carbureted car. So, distributor needs the clips. There we go. Now that should be it. Finish order. Lovely. That was 7,300. Not really worth it that much, but there you go. So let's see what we can... No, actually, no. Escape. So sell parts below 15%. Yeah, lovely. Oh, we do have a case. Yes, and we have another case there. And we're probably gonna get another case here. Pick dos cardos. No. Open next case. I'm gonna go for the extremes. There you go. All right, some bonus XP, some bonus credits. Oh yeah, and I have to press enter here, not escape or space or whatever. Jeez. All right, nothing here and nothing here. All right, so let's see all the rest of the stuff we have. Well, we have 8 skill points, so we could get this instant repair. Fix body parts. Why not? Let's yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then we're probably gonna get the screwing speed. Move faster. That's so ridiculous. Look at that. 2%, 5%, 6%, 7%. It's just... I know they're probably cumulative. But it's just meh. Parking alley cheaper. Discount on parts. I should really be getting that stuff. Inspect value of car. Yeah, I should be getting this stuff. Screwing and unscrewing would be nice, but for now I want to make more money. All right. Hey, dude, you recognize me? Sure not. I'm the internet star of car racing. Well, perhaps a rising star. I go by the name RM. This is my new car project. I just snapped it from a junkyard. For now, it looks like a piece of junk, but we can make it a gem. I mean, you can, but nobody has to know, right? Are you in with this project? I hope so. I just want to check. I just want you to check if it starts up before the first episode, and we'll think about the rest later. Thanks. We'll see you on import tube, change oil, and other tasks. So I'm assuming this is not going to be just change oil and see if it starts. It's going to be a lot of stuff wrong with the engine. Let's see what we have. Salem. That's interesting. Another one of those. Emden Lots. That's like a Golf, really, with a very weird front, and like a Honda Civic. Yeah. No, let's get the story one. I'm sure it's gonna be good. Oh my god. What does it say? Roadmaster. Alright, let's move this car to the wash first, so we don't inhale all of the sand. Oh, I can't do this yet. Get that rust through. Can I? It takes a while for all the foam to go. There we go. Lovely. It actually looks okay now. I'm kidding, it doesn't. Okay, so I'm assuming it doesn't start, so there's no point in test driving it. It's annoying that you can't test drive it from there. Alright. So. Jeez. Alright, let's do examination mode first. That's also pretty bad. Yeah, this car, we can make it start, but everything else is just... It's just perfect. Absolutely perfect for a young kid that doesn't know how to drive and overestimates his abilities. That's wonderful. Alright, engine. Let's see how much wrong is there. I mean, I wonder if the list is provided and what they'll want us to actually change in this. And I think I'm just going to use the stars. And the really annoying thing, like I said before, is you can't just say, oh, I'm just going to use all the stars then to show me exactly what I need to change. Well, no, because first you actually need to find the damn things, because the lists will not always be provided. So it's just extra work that doesn't really do anything. Okay, the rear suspension. Well, it is a lot of XP though, so that's quite nice. We can start getting discounts on buying things and so on. And I'm assuming later on that ability to see what the cars are like from the junkyard will also be quite useful. Drive shaft, suspension. Everything on this car is just wonderful. Alright, so it doesn't start. Yep. OBD scanner. 500 Pro scanning. Wrong. Wow. That's the most red I've ever seen here. Tire tread. Let's see. 24%. Beautiful. 19%. Lovely. 70%. I mean 17. 20%. So yeah, tires are in excellent condition as well. Electronic multimeter. Wow. No, fuses look okay-ish. Well, not those fuses. What about the ECU over there? I wonder. On the top right there. There. It seems to be okay. Rusty, but okay. Compression, oh yeah, can be started, and that's about it. Okay, so now let's see. See, and the part's not discovered. But I'm just gonna do this and make sure that I replace exactly the stuff that he needs, because otherwise, well, it's just gonna be a big bother. Change everything. Okay, so let's do the drain tool. Drain the coolant. Barely had any. Drain the... oh, we don't have to drain that. That was a coolant. Let's drain the power steering just in case there is some. There's a little bit. And then we have to drain the oil as well. Might as well do this immediately, because otherwise I'll probably forget. This car is just amazing. Alright, use the equipment. Ugh. Did you see that oil? It barely had any as well. So, doesn't need the oil filter changed? Seriously? Let's see. Nope. Doesn't need the oil filter changed. Oh, this poor car. Holy moly. Alright, so it said change the stuff that's so the car will actually start. So there's... what the hell? 4 exhausts. So there's one more thing. The fuel pump could be the case. I don't think it is though. Yeah, it is. Excellent. And 2 more things that we did not discover. What could be the problem? I don't think the fuel tank will be the problem as far as the game is concerned. Because that's, you know, the game doesn't consider that a part of the, I suppose, ignition system or what's needed to actually start the engine. What else could be the problem? The starter is there. The battery we need to change. We need to charge anyway. The starter, the power steering pump is not going to be. The alternator is here. We need to change it. I guess something in the engine. It might be... I don't know. We'll see. It might be a piston or something. We'll see. All right, so let's get going. Air filter. But change the air filter. I'll buy that new. Let's get the cover off. Thank you. No clips there. Alright. And we need one of these. Need one of these. Need one of these. And we need one of these. Alright. What else? We need ignition coils. 4 of them. It's a shame you can't repair them because they are reasonably expensive. Oh yeah, spark plugs weren't mentioned, were they? So I'm assuming it's going to be spark plugs as well. Well, actually, no, we've... Are they on the list? They must be. Yeah, they are. All 4 of them. Okay. Darn it, I was hoping for a... ticket, get out of jail free card there. Well, anyway, and the battery will just put to charging. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying this, despite the fact that there's not many people watching it. And, well, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.